Hello there and welcome to the Bicycle Diaries, and welcome to week 18 of my Mallorca training plan, which means I only have 4.5 months to go now until the big event. So last week was a pretty good week on the bike. Basically I did the longest ride of the year so far at 70 kilometers, and that was a ride down to Bognor and back. I did 1 or 2 other rides that week as well, and that brought my total for the week up to a fairly respectable 155 kilometers or so. Fast forward to this week and it's already Wednesday, and I have to admit that my motivation is lagging a little bit. Now that might have something to do with the weather. Basically it has changed, although it's not that bad at all really. It's nowhere near as sunny and as warm as it was last week. It's still reasonably sunny, but it has turned a little bit cold in that northerly wind. But hopefully I'll get some motivation and I'll head out and do some cycling. Welcome to today's ride. Just a quick little jaunt down to Southsea. Have a look at the seaside again. Don't be fooled by this nice clear blue sky, because it is actually quite cold. I've gone back to the winter kit. It's only about 11 degrees Celsius, so yeah, quite a change from last week. But hopefully the ride will be still nice and warm once I've had a chance to get the heart rate up. Wind today's coming from the north, so that's going to make it a bit colder, plus a bit harder to get home when I make my return trip. Ports downhill and Cosham done. Very soon I'll be entering Portsmouth proper. To live in Southsea, and this was kind of my daily ride every day, and I always found this road through Cockner a little tricky, because although it may look flat, it's actually slightly uphill, and this particular section's into the wind. The bridge is particularly tough. road is closed to cars today and only open to pedestrians and cyclists, so that's good for me. Return leg now, and it appears that I do have a bit of a tailwind, so it's going to be a bit easier than it was getting down here, but it's kind of uphill on the way home. Well, that's the main climb done. It always surprises me, that one. It's only about 1.5 kilometres long, but it's got 7-8% bits to it, and I'd say the average is about 5%, so it compares to a climb over in Mallorca for gradient, but obviously not for distance. There we go, that's today's ride done, and another 40 kilometres in the can. Wasn't quite as hard or as cold as I thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty hard and cold nonetheless. I did one more ride this week, bringing my total to 153 kilometres ridden, 6 hours and 45 minutes of seat time, and 833 metres climbed. So that brings my yearly total to 1,929 kilometres ridden, 84 hours and 30 minutes of seat time, and 12,008 metres climbed. And if we go over to Strava, we can see that on Wednesday my fitness score was 51, on Thursday it was 51, and then on Saturday it climbed to 55. On Saturday I did another ride out to Bognor and back, but unlike the one that I did the week before, the wind was very much against me on the return leg. Nevertheless, I did feel quite strong. When I rode to Bognor last week, I could feel that my legs were starting to get tired the last 15 kilometres or so, and this week my legs were still getting tired, but they weren't anywhere near as tired as they were last week. Over the last couple of weeks or so, I've noticed a real positive change in my fitness. Up until then, the rides that I've been doing have been a little bit of an effort. I've had to concentrate and really make an effort to get through. But now it's not like that at all. I know that I can do the rides. It's just a question of building on the fitness that I do have and getting faster and getting stronger. So the plan for next week is to continue building on what I've achieved so far. Now the weather's looking really good next week again, so I hope to go out and do a couple of longer rides. So that would be at least 65-70 kilometers, and that would be to build on my endurance. Plus I would like to also throw in there a couple of shorter, faster rides to build on my strength, stamina and speed. So there we go, it's been another fantastic week on the bike this week, and next week I hope to be able to say that I've broken the 200 kilometer barrier. Thanks for watching.